Okay, some more information about my boyfriend Dave Rosenthal, who I was with for about 2.5 years from about 90. I met him in 91, the end of 91, and we broke up in 94. Anyway, it's one of the things is like he had like side gigs and stuff. One of was with Radio Netherlands, and he would do a spot on that radio show. He'd like I guess record it, and then they would add it to this Radio Netherlands that it's like added. And it had to do with astronomy, and there was actually they produced like a I don't think it was maybe it's bi-monthly or something like that. Maybe it was monthly. A book. Like a booklet. And on one of them, his pictures on the cover with the guy that owned and ran Radio Netherlands, and it's like I'm kind of hoping that he that I still have a copy of that, because I remember I remember having it, but I haven't seen it in years, so I don't know if I've got it or not. But Radio Netherlands was like it was ham radio, so it's like my boyfriend's. It was in his call sign was N6TST, and he actually had there was a website called ridgenet.net, and this is back in the early days of the internet and stuff. So and he actually had he had his own little website, with several pages of information about him and stuff. It's actually gone now, unfortunately. I think I did manage to get the pictures and stuff off of it, before they closed it up. But anyway, it's like Radio Netherlands. He probably talked about ham radio stuff, but I think he also talked about astronomy too. So and like I said, he recorded in advance, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And then let's see. Yeah, in the mornings, early in the morning, he would get up and he'd check into like some ham radio club thing, early in the morning. And, he would get up early, and then I would hear him. I'd still be in bed, laying in bed, and I could hear him in the other room, checking in his ham radio thing. Um, let's see, what else? Let's see. It's like he also he liked to go on explorations and so on, and he loved ghost towns. And actually, there's a number of I've still have some pictures of us at where he actually took me at going to ghost towns and stuff. And it's like the big one was Bodie. We went to Bodie. We took a trip way out to Bodie, which is really out in the middle of nowhere. But it's like the ultimate ghost town. So it's like that was interesting. Um, he loved his adventures. He was always, he loved to go on adventures. Before I knew him, and then after we broke up, he was always like into adventures, going places and so on, and exploring things. So that was, and let's see. And one time we went to went to do a story. He wanted to do a story, and it was um, it was a scientist, and it was like I don't know. We went far afield out in the somewhere where they did ozone. They would do this, shine this like laser light or whatever up to the heavens, up into the heavens to measure the ozone layer. And so we went there, and I don't, for the life of me, I can't remember where it was at. It's out in the middle of nowhere. And we went there, and he, interviewed the scientists that did this kind of work, and so that was really interesting. It's like I felt kind of awkward being there, because it's like I was his girlfriend, and I think he was trying to pass me off as like somebody else that was like taking notes or something. And that was fascinating, because he actually showed us the beam of light that went up into the atmosphere, um, and yeah, it's like, and then there was Commissary. It's like we would go to the Commissary. When I was there, once in a while we'd go to the Commissary, which was not in Ridgecrest. It was in another town, maybe Lancaster or something. And we'd go there, and we would you know, it's like he'd get his stuff, you know, and they even had like things like MREs, you know, meals ready to eat. That's what it stands for, and he would sometimes get a few of those. But yeah, it's like it was like a bargain stuff, you know. So let's see. I think they're going to end at that. It's like I'll talk about some of this other stuff in another video. So it's like you know. He was an interesting character, you know. It's like he said actually told me one time that he worked at a white front, like out in he was from Fresno. I think he originally was born in Fresno, and his family was from Fresno. And he said Linda Ronstadt worked there. You know, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he was telling me, that Linda Ronstadt, you know, he knew Linda Ronstadt when she was probably a teenager or something, before she started her career and stuff. So I thought that was kind of interesting too.